In this episode of Legends of Storm's Eye.
If you've finished consorting with the dead, we have a problem.
Not a lot of people return from the kinds of evils that he steeped himself in.
Brother, there you are!
Running from family is never the answer, boy.
He's not family!
Coming in hot will not save us. It will destroy everyone. You're actually trying to stop the obsidian ring.
You want to roll in?
I do.
You guys are gonna get everyone kicked!
And then you guys can have your naps, and then we can just watch the whole civilization collapse around us.
Welcome to Zarnia for Games and Geekery. This is Legends of Storm's Eye, our actual play D&D show. I am your host and your dungeon master, John Keevy. And these bunch of people I just never introduce. So how about we find out who the heck they are? Let's start with this guy.
I am Mikkel Malik. I am playing Iggy Kelderkoning, a dwarf rogue.
I am Alice. I play Glenda Grooveback, a human delicious monk.
Ooh. A monk of deliciousness.
A delicious monk.
I am Supungzu Lukwaba. I play Makanda, a wise old cleric.
I too have a last name. It's Lazarus.
For now.
That sounds like a fake last name. Like you just like add it.
Hi, I'm Natalie Robbie. I am playing Jack, who is a Firbolg druid. Very simple.
But also delicious.
Also delicious in her own way.
Depends what you turn into, I guess. For legal reasons, I'm Terrence Mental. I'm a human bard. You go by the name Legacy. And I'm the de facto leader of the Mood Bringing.
Incorrect.
Well, that's a very interesting perspective in our reality. I am Maibue Magwaza. I play Thrastock, a paladin of vengeance.
All right, and I'm sure there's quite a lot of vengeance that needs to be going around. Let's just recap our last episode. It was revolutionary times in Samat. So basically, after the killing of Chuckle Devilbones, Thrastock and Legacy led an uprising through the streets of the city that culminated in a battle in the Magistrates' Court, the kind of heart of corruption, where they faced down Magistrate Funungus, who, it turns out, had made some kind of pact with Yagoriel and had all kinds of dark magical powers that he tried to deploy against our team, but without much success. He was slain, but they got him talking again with a little help from Makanda's Speak to the Dead magic. Thrastock, wanting no part of this, marched the revolution up the road to go knock on the doors of the council chamber. But while interrogating Magistrate Funungus, they were interrupted by the man himself, Yagoriel, who promised to basically hunt them down and kill them all as soon as he got his torment engine up and running. Thrastock, meanwhile, on the higher streets, looked down on the bay and saw 3 frigates entering. One bearing the flagship, bearing the flag. One of them bearing the giant banner of the Chain of Peace. It was the flagship of the Navy. Bum, bum, bum. Of course, the other 5 of you don't know what was going on there. You are still reeling with shock of the revelations from Yagoriel and the explosive exit he made from the body, splattering the remains of Funungus over the courtroom. Thrastock, you are busy. You've looked back. You've seen the frigates. What are you going to do?
All right, I appointed 3 people. You, and you. Fetch me a white sheet, a large white linen sheet. We need to go and parley. Question, what do I know about the Chain of Peace? I'm relatively new to the world, but I understand they're kind of the all-encompassing military authority?
Yes, that is pretty much... I think that neatly encompasses all you know of them.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I bark orders, pointing at 3 people. Fetch me a large sheet, a tablecloth, the linen sheet, anything white. We need to go and parley. How far away are my companions with their little interrogation, necromancy, whatever?
You haven't gotten that far. It's probably been probably a brisk jog would take you back to them in like half an hour. Oh, under half an hour. No, yeah, like 10 minutes. 10 minutes at your swift military pace.
Okay, I shout for people to pull back from the harbor, and I hurry over to my friends as quickly as I can, while someone else pulls out hunts down a linen sheet for me.
All right. Okay, back in the boardroom, Makanda, you are splattered a little bit with, remains of a gnome. Yeah.
You're covered in fungus.
I am a little bit, yes. The spell is quite exhausting, takes a lot out of me. Sorry about your father. Bad dad.
I know I can change him. I know I can bring him back.
He's so far gone, girl. He's evil. Not a lot of people return from the kinds of evils that he steeped himself in.
Also, he wants to kill us.
That's,
You included.
yeah.
Yes, but I really feel that like if we get to him, then we can break whatever hold he has on him, and then he won't want to kill us.
Hold who has on who?
Yeah, it
Your
sounds like he
father
made
has
his
on
own.
himself?
He has a hold on everybody else. Nobody has a hold on
Don't
him.
we all?
Not really. Don't think so.
Glenda, I understand. I've also had to make peace with the fact that I'm not going to see my family again. It's really hard, but you have to do it.
What do I have to do?
Just let go of wanting to change your father. Let go of your father. Think about your relationship with your mother and cherish that rather.
And also, if we get to your dad and Thrastock gets to him first, he's not going to try and change him. Well, he will try and change him into
In a very physical way.
into a non-dad
Yeah.
anymore.
A headless version of your father.
Speaking of Thrastock,
And-
you enter.
If you finish consorting with the dead, we have a problem. The
Oh.
Chain of Peace have sent their navy. I intend to go down to Parley to avert a massacre where they kill us all. I believe that you have contacts. You'd better come with me. It's very important that you be present. Let's go.
Your
And I
boss
turn and
coming.
walk out without even saying anything. I turn and walk.
Whoa, that was a strong entrance.
Yes, it was. I guess the man's gonna go parlay. We should probably follow him.
I'll go. I volunteer.
I think we should avoid the Navy. Let's be serious. This guy's dad is all about quelling revolutions and rebellions. And the
Yeah.
fact that we started one might mean a very short trip to a very short chop. If you know what I mean.
We don't know if my dad's involved with this.
I mean,
the
it sounds
chain
like
of
something your
peace.
dad would
Yeah.
not like.
Well, we can't. I mean, the thing is that whatever we discuss here, it seems like Thrastock has just run in, said something, and run away again.
Suddenly,
Are
a
you still in the
booming
room?
voice cuts through everything. It shakes the very foundations of the building. It is obviously quite magically enhanced broadcast. Citizens of Samat, return to your homes. Return to your homes. We are imposing martial law. The city is in lockdown. Return to your homes.
Do we recognize the voice?
You do.
No.
Of course you will.
It is Heid, Groma.
That's not my dad, guys.
Who was that?
Remember I told you about a guy called Heid?
I'm not listening to this because I'm not there.
Ah.
I'm already walking down because
Disappeared
you
down
guys decided to hang out in chat instead of following me.
Vaguely.
The guy who lived with us and became like
Your
my-
brother.
He's not my brother. Definitely not my brother. He's just this kid who my dad took in.
Adopted
He
as your
did-
brother.
Didn't adopt. Nothing legal happened. He's just was there. And
We don't choose our family, boy.
Yeah, as a child who was adopted, I'm very grateful that my dwarf parents took me in.
fantastic for you. He wasn't adopted. He's not my brother in any way, shape, or form. He's not a stepbrother. He's not an adopted brother. There's no relation to this guy. He's just this person who was there who's kind of taken over in a sense from my dad.
Cutting back to Thrastock.
Here you go. Here's the sheet. May I just say, big fan, big fan.
Thanks.
All around you, like there's a little bit of uncertainty milling. Everyone's kind of looking to you for leadership. The mob is like, are we gonna do this?
Hold here. I will go to Parley.
You hear a voice inside your head as Iggy messages you, Thrastock, that's Legacy's brother. He's not going to be very nice to you.
Well,
if he
if
finds out.
Legacy would come here, maybe we could have a conversation about it. But if you cowards want to stay back there and let the crowd get massacred while you hide away and perform necromancy, that's
Okay.
your choice. And I'll start walking down
you
with
hear
the ships
another
holding
voice.
the white flag.
You hear another voice in your head. Thrastock, it's Makanda.
Listen, we haven't gotten a lot of sleep. Are you sure this is a good idea? We're all quite sleepy. My magical powers are very low.
I don't think we can fight them in any event, so we need to go and parley. That's the only other option.
So I'm getting interference on the line. Are you speaking to someone else at the same time?
I possibly push everyone out of my head and say, get on board or run away, but I'm going down to talk to them.
Okay, guys, if he is gone, we've got to make a call now. We either support him in this or he's kind of axed to us forever and we run away. Like, these are our options. We can't just hang out here and wait to see what happens.
I feel like
if this goes wrong.
We can't run away. We brought everyone here.
What would happen if we did?
Run away?
Stop that. You just want to run back to your apartment again? We have to actually face up to what we started here.
Running from family is never the answer, Bob.
He's not family.
I'm going to go fetch Thrastock.
You guys are giving very mixed messages. What? I need to kill my father, give up on my father, run to his family.
Well, if evilness was on the scale, Goriel's like top.
Yeah.
Everyone else is lower.
Yes, Daddy's the best at being evil.
Iggy heads out the door to find Thrastock.
Yeah, I'm coming with you. I'm coming.
No,
yeah,
I'm going.
I'm following you.
Yeah,
as well.
we're
He's
going.
too stubborn. He's going to get killed.
I'm going.
Come, you.
I go as
We didn't
well.
stop this for
Together we can
nothing.
stop him.
And you know that you're the only person who would have any sort of pull. And we promise that if you come with us, we will never refer to him as any relation of yours ever again. He's just a dude who happened to grow up in the house with you.
Iggy runs back into the room. Come, Legacy, your brother's almost here. We have to go.
No?
That was the last time. That was the last time.
He is coming so long as we stop doing that.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay, bye.
You guys are gonna get everyone kicked.
And we're
I
off.
go along with him.
All right. So with a little bit of like running behind you, the rest of the team kind of catch up.
Okay.
Have you brought any of the mob with you?
No, I told the mob to wait here.
All right.
And we'll go and parley on
The one guy's like, but who's gonna hold your banner?
If you want to hold the banner, you can hold the banner.
Oh yes, a spot in the revolution.
He really gives a shit.
Stop
Everyone take 1d4 psych.
That's
All right.
awesome.
So you have a little lizard little lizard man running behind you, waving his like white sheet.
What's the sheet about?
A flag of truce so that we can parley. And don't
Isn't
get shot
a
from
white
sight.
sheet surrender?
No, it's a sign that you wish to parley. It doesn't mean you're necessarily surrendering. It shows you're approaching in peace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any way that we could speak to? We have this like messaging of the mind thing going on. Could we have Legacy maybe speak to his not brother on the ship before he gets here to sort of find
I'm
out?
happy to be here and maybe like direct conversation, but not talk directly.
That's kind of like WhatsApping a thing I dreamed up of, like a breakup. You need to like go in.
You need to
personable. You need to do the face to face.
Yeah.
So just a technical aside, you can cast a spell called Sending,
Yes.
which is a spell that's going to use one of your slots.
Oh,
I can cast a cantrip called Message, which can only travel 120 feet. Yours can go wherever in the world. Mine can only go within a certain space.
Yes.
So did he unknowingly just use
I
up
may
a
have
spell?
used up a spell.
You used the spell by talking to Thrastock.
I think this was like my last.
Good. Well,
I'm pretty
glad
sure you all have no more spells left. Down at the harbor, there is
One question: who has the book that the Kingo had?
Kingo's book.
Who's got Kingo's book?
Randall.
Tumbleweed.
Okay,
Randall
he's-
Tumblewind,
he's-
please, I'm
yeah.
here. You do not need to do my voice. And I am with you for the revolution. I agree with you, Thrastock. We must speak to the powers that be. We have the evidence and we have the people on our side.
Let's just hope they're not so corrupted they execute us all out of hand.
But that's
Well,
what
their worst deaths.
But that's what I'm saying, is that's what they're probably going to do. This guy's dad is not very well known for being merciful, and his brother is, his friend is dad's,
Iggy.
also probably not a very nice guy from what we've heard. So I don't know if this white flag plan is going to work, and the closer
Well-
we get, the less time we have to run away.
I did not intend on asking for mercy. I intend on demanding justice.
Well, perhaps we could take a nap before you demand justice.
All
right.
Yeah, we do not have time for a nap.
Basically a All right, my brain. What's the word for a ship's little ship, a little baby ship?
A dinghy.
Yeah, not a dinghy.
A tugboat.
A longboat has been deployed from there, from the main frigate. It is armored. It's a landing ship meant to like drop the chain of peace marines on the bay. It as you are going down towards the harbor, you see it slam into the wharf, drop down its steel, and you see hustling out in the regalia of the chain of peace commandos, a squadron of 20 soldiers just hustling over. Immediately, with military efficiency, they take over the harbor, relieving the civilians of their roles there, and begin moving in. Another dropship coming forward.
Those guys look like they know what they're doing, guys.
Yes.
We are not
Very
that
efficient.
efficient.
I stride forward.
Oh no, Thrastock.
All right. A
Hold the
large
flag up high.
half-orc levels a halberd at you.
I shout, stop! Thrastock, take a step back. I hold up,
Well, that's my line.
I hold up my fist and they see the ring. The ring of Lord General Falconer.
Sir, how may I assist you?
Can't believe you guys made me do this.
Just go. Do it.
We need to talk to the commander of
Parley.
your fleet over there right now.
General Falconer, of course.
General Falconer's on the ship.
Yes, General Falconer is on the ship.
Your daddy.
Wait, but I heard Heid.
Heid is also on the ship.
Okay, okay. Okay, my
General
dad
Falcon is on the
You
ship.
can do
I
it.
guess.
Dad.
Time to talk to your dad.
You can do it.
I don't think
You can do it.
I will escort you straight away. Let's go.
Right, let's go to the ship.
All right. Turn around, boys. We're heading back.
Cool. While we're going over, I take out some lipstick, brush out the hair. I'm ready.
Are we all getting
right.
onto this boat?
Great. You have. I'm going to give you advantage on your next persuasion check. Yeah, because she prepared. All right. Immediately into this ship, it's got like a little magic steam engine that powers it through the waves back towards the main flagship frigate. Unloading, boarding. The big burly half-orc soldier kind of like eyes you all up and down.
On our way there, before we disembark, I want to ask Legacy. What's the plan?
I had thought to simply explain that this revolution has come about as a result of corruption, extreme corruption within the Watch, and that we demand that, as part of the transition, General Falconer personally oversee the purging of the corruption from the Watch and a restoration of order and law to the city for all,
Yeah.
not just law that
Yeah.
protects the
General
populace.
Falconer doesn't do well with other people making demands, so that's not what we're going to do.
Request then, if
No.
you wish to be diplomatic.
We need to speak to Heid first. Because,
But he's the bad guy.
yeah, I have a thought
Oh.
of how we can get him to not.
The whole dropship gets lurched into the air and docks into these weird side carriages. The half-orc leads you out, and
I'll take you to the command center right away, sir.
Take me to Heid first.
He's in the command center, sir.
With your dad.
Is my dad with him?
No, he's in the planning room, sir.
Okay. Let's go to the command center.
Yes, sir.
That's very cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not that cool. If you've grown
As he
up,
goes,
it's
you
not
can see
great.
him like he whispers to someone like at the side, and a little ensign scurries off somewhere.
I pull my abuya aside and whisper to him.
Who?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Thrastock.
Good save.
Even though what you want to do is just and right, you have to understand that Legacy does know more than you and would know the best way to go about this. So please, for the sake of not just us, but the entire town, the entire city, do not just go with your gut instinct and trust that we also want what is best and that Legacy will know the best way to do it. You coming in hot will not save us. It will destroy everyone on a principle.
Fine. The lawyer can do the talking, but it's about time he stepped up. I'm getting
seems-
tired of his whinging and his finagling and his backstabbing.
It seems
so
that
I'll let him work, but
The fact that he's already here, when all he's done his entire life is run away from his family, is already a step in the right direction. Let's have a bit of faith in him.
Do I overhear any of this?
No. The doors swing open, like in front of you, opening up to the bridge, the nerve center of the ship. Huge windows look out at the city of Samat spread ahead. There's like several. There's a large table in the front, maps covering it, markers as people start throwing out more charts and starting to place markers, moving the Marines throughout the new maps laid out of the city. There are a couple of, you can see magic users, divination wizards and druids on the sides, communicating either with animal companions or using divination magic to cast out the layout of the city. This is a level of sophistication you have never seen. With your back to you, you see a broad-shouldered but slim-waisted figure. He turns to you immediately and says, "Brother, there you are! Oh! It's so good to see your face!" And he strides over to you and whoops Legacy into a big hug, lifting him off the feet, swinging him for a moment like, "Oh, there you are! Oh, I knew you were in Samat, but I wasn't sure if you would come to us so quickly. It's so..." Puts his hand on you, just gives like a little squeeze. So good to see you.
So much taller than you.
Beautiful family.
That is a
reunion.
beautiful man.
That's a love.
Heid. I hate it when you call me that because you know that that's not true. But can we move on from family history?
Oh, of course, brother. What do you need?
You've been asleep at the wheel, Heid.
Sleep at the wheel?
You've been asleep at the wheel. Dad gave you control. Dad. General Falconer, not your dad, General Falconer, gave you control of this entire space. And we have proof that you have been so asleep at the wheel that an entire corrupt subgroup has taken over a city that should be under your control.
I mean, that's why we're here. Legacy, we're here to stamp out the corruption and pull out the Obsidian Ring by its roots.
It's strange that you... Okay, Thrastock, take it. It's strange that you have only arrived once myself and my colleagues here did all the work already and started this revolution.
I mean...
Why did it take you so long?
Legacy, what do you mean? What revolution? We see chaos and rioting in the streets. We don't see any kind of organized resistance to the injustice going on. Is this...
That's what that is.
Oh. Well, then I am a pleasure to exist. It'll be like the old days, us working together. Ah, yeah. This is great. So, where should we send the troops next? Please. I value your
You're not sending
input.
the troops... Listen to me.
Yeah?
You're not sending the troops anywhere. If you have one more soldier land on that beach, I'm going to go straight to General Falconer and explain to him how incompetent you have been in this area. And your titles and everything will disappear. I've had enough. It's done. If I see your face again in this town, everything will be revealed how poorly you have managed the space. And you know how much General Falconer hates incompetence.
I mean, I'm aware. That's why I'm in charge of the fleet now. This is why I've been keeping the whole of the chain held together. Sure, a little fly speck island on the edge of civilization may have gotten a little rowdy, but I've been ready to crack Radri's wide open. I've been fighting off pirates. The resurgence of the return of the Maw and the Goblin threat has kept me rather busy. I know that these seem like big issues to you here in your little practice. What is it you do again? Defending the upholding justice for those who live in the gutter? Is that right? The gutterskin?
Gutterkin.
Gutterkin. Yes, of course, them. Heartbreaking. But let's go talk to your father. Let us go talk to General Falconer. It'll be wonderful to see you again.
So you'd be happy with me talking to him about how his entire work to regain control of this area.
Our
It's-
work.
His work that you're jumping on board with. The hard work he did to establish control, you're going to just let loose because of your need for power over Redrees.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
You're so focused on gaining more control in other areas, you're gonna waste all the work that he's done. He's not gonna be happy with that.
The work. You had me going. I thought you were this always joking, always playing games, this guy. Oh, man. Wow, it has been a delight. All right, let's go talk to General Ford. And he walks past you and he's like, "Hello, oh, good to see. Nice. I like your style, sir. Oh, you're very tall."
Are we following?
This guy is the worst.
Yeah, he
Seems
just
like
like
a really
walks.
nice guy.
He just like walks past you,
honestly.
and
Hello.
yeah, if you choose to follow.
Trudge, trudge, trudge. I follow after. Clink, clink, clink.
Legacy.
I'm just like,
Legacy. what are you talking about? He seems like a very nice
He
guy.
seems really
I hate
reasonable.
that guy.
Yeah.
Thank you. You see through him, right?
Yes.
He offered you troops. He said you can do with the troops what you
Yeah.
want. We could
He's
do with some
so
troops.
patronizing.
What do they
It's
call
his troops that are under his control. If they land in the city, we will no longer be able to take out anything, and he will get all the credit for
Towards
it.
the front, Thrastock, you end up like, because the rest of them are whispering at the back,
Yeah.
you end up walking kind of just behind him with Randall by your side. And he...
Do we still have our flag there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Thorin's still running around going, yes,
So cute.
part of the team!
I love him.
Yeah. And he turns to you and he's like, "You seem like a military man. What do you reckon the forces are on the ground there?"
I am in charge of the forces on the ground there.
Oh, you're in,
Yes.
of the revolution.
I helped start the revolution. That's why we came to parley.
Now, the revolution seems to be on our side. Am I correct? We are trying to stamp out the corruption in the Obsidian Ring, and the popular uprising is against that. Correct?
Yes.
Well, then I think
However,
we are on the same side.
Indeed, but you seem to have been a bit late to the party, if you forgive me for saying so.
Well, that's why I need people like you who can advise me on what best action to take. People with their boots on the ground.
I am feeling there's a little bit too much honey in this fellow's beer, if you know what I'm saying. As we say on Dwarvish, a little bit too much honey in the mead. I want to roll an insight check to try and understand where he's coming from.
Okay.
And I'm not great at this, but let me see how that goes. I get a 17.
You should roll an advantage because I've told him that not to trust this guy, surely.
You also got a ring, remember?
Oh, right, yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
But in this case, he seems incredibly smarmy, but you can't detect an obvious lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to activate the ring though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
activate it before our next conversation when everyone's in the winner. We're going to be talking to the big general. I say, well, it seems to me that the most important thing is to find out to root out all the remaining corrupt officers and set up a mechanism to avoid it happening again. A good one would be for the Citizens' Council to have representation on the council
That's a good idea.
to keep an eye out for more corruption.
I have also sent out the Marines to gather up the members of the council, bring them before the general to really make account for how they've botched the running of this place.
I think the important thing is to avoid any unfortunate clashes. I asked the mob to hold at their position, but if they get provoked by the Marines, that could get messy. So perhaps we should avoid that.
If they're still on the streets, I'm afraid a confrontation is inevitable. If you could give them the order to stand down, then
Well,
bloodshed
we
would be.
need reassurances that these things will in fact happen.
Oh, you have my word.
You will write that down?
Of course. He snaps his fingers. An ensign kind of appears, and he scribbles out a quick order. And he's like, "Will you put your name to this,
wait,
sir?"
what is happening, everyone?
Let us speak
What
to the
is-
general
what
and
is
see whether he
happening?
backs your decision.
All right then.
Because we haven't heard this.
No,
right?
no, we
can't
we
hear
were
it.
walking and now suddenly you've stopped and you're pulling out paper. What is happening?
Oh, you've okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm just talking to the man in charge of the revolution.
And what is...
And here we are. The doors open.
Wait, you didn't promise him anything, did you?
I'm demanding
Yeah.
concessions. I didn't promise anything yet.
Okay.
The doors open to an antechamber. In this antechamber are a couple of guards and a second set of doors. The guards bar the way at first, but Heid nods and says, "It's all right. Legacy, if you don't mind, it would be best if it was just you and me and perhaps, sorry, your name, Sir Dwarf?"
I'm Thrastock.
Thrastock.
Why?
Well, your father's not in the best of conditions, and frankly, I don't know who these hangers-on are.
What? Oh my god, if you do not let me come in there and speak to your father, I will never speak to you again. I'm coming in.
Oh, it would mean that you'd never speak to me again. That's sweetening the pot a bit.
Not the time.
No, not the time.
Not the time.
Threatening me with a good time.
You know what, Heid? I know you well enough to know that I always need as many witnesses as possible around. So these people have got me through a lot of stuff lately. They're staying.
The lawyer's right. Let this be done in the light, that all may see.
Well,
You feel a tugging at your jacket, and I'm like, remember, the crumpet lady said that he was involved with the obsidian ring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you haven't mentioned that.
Well, I'm not going to say it to him that we...
Yeah, he was going to do something in the warehouse we were supposed to go to.
what are you talking about?
Nothing. Can we just make this happen, please?
All right. The doors swing open and Heid leads the way in. He has a slightly quieter aspect as he enters in. There is one large bed that takes up most of the room. Propped up in pillows is this figure. You can see that he probably at one point was very powerfully built and very handsome. He's got the jaws and the cheekbones, but now the cheeks are hollow, the eyes dark rimmed. A wheezing breath rises and falls, his hair white and thinning. His eyes blink open. They search around there. Heid. Who? And his eyes wander and fix on you. Oh.
Hi, Father.
It's you.
It's me. I would like to say it's good to see you again, but we both know that's not true.
Not even now on my deathbed can you say a kind word to your father who's given you everything.
Yeah, you've given me everything and you've taken so much more.
If I have taken anything from you, it is as the sculptor takes away the unnecessary stone to reveal something strong beneath.
Yeah, I'm super strong now. Thanks for that. Anyway, I don't want to talk about the past. We have a problem.
Yes, go on.
The obsidian ring, you know what that is?
Yes.
It's taken over large areas of your entire dominion. It's been doing stuff in the background that you don't even know yet. There's dark magic involved. People's souls are being taken away and used to power things that we don't understand. And there's corruption all the way up. And I look at Heid. All the way up. And this it has to be stopped. And this has happened under Heid's watch.
Yes, Heid is on it. He is taking care of matters. He I can trust. He I can depend on.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you, Dad. Can I talk to you alone? Without other people here right now?
And Heid goes, that's exactly what I suggested just a moment ago.
Yes, yeah, but I want to just talk to my dad alone.
Oh, I see. I will accord you this privacy, brother. All right, everyone, if we could just return to the antechamber. Here we go.
Fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So the other five of you out there with Heid. Hello. How are you doing? Good. Good to see you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good. So, you were described as a bit of a loose cannon, as a bit of a black sheep, but you seem so
Legacy's
charming.
got, well, I wouldn't want to speak ill of him, but he had a tough upbringing. He had a difficult relationship with his father. Yeah, it was It was hard. He's a very difficult man to have as a parent, to have a figure. And, you know, some people thrive under that kind of attention and other people will not.
Why do you think that why does he hate you so much? Why does he think that you've become corrupt?
Oh, I couldn't speak to that. I think it's just the fact that, you know, I am better than him at most things.
It shows.
So you actually this whole time we've been so concerned about you, but actually you are here to
Yes,
help?
I am here to help. That's exactly it.
And you've actually done nothing. You've done none of these things that we were also concerned about. You're not involved in the obsidian ring. You're actually trying to stop the obsidian ring.
You want to roll in?
I do.
Roll your
Once you
insight,
speak to me.
DM, does my ring do anything as you respond to these questions?
Yes.
Fuck a duck.
It warms up as he's talking about, it warms up during this conversation. So it's not like a particular thing that warms, like it generally, it just tells you if there's lying going on.
Okay, cool.
All right, what was that?
5+.
I can't roll again, can I?
Wait, but doesn't she have advantage?
I do, a +6,
No, that's
but
persuasion.
it's... No,
Oh, persuasion.
I've got +6 inside.
To your inside,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it's 11.
11. Nothing.
I hear you're a good friend of Kinga. She grew up with me. She was always better than me at stuff. Kinga Skarpgrijper.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we have a file on her. We have been gathering intel.
What kind of intel?
Oh, intel on the network of corruption, the network of crime led by the crumpled lady. Yeah, we have a pretty strong suspicion that she's been actually part of the council. I'm sorry, you've got me talking. I am so easy to read.
When was the last time you saw Kinga?
Start talking.
You were parent.
I don't know that I've ever actually met her in person. Why? What are you trying to insinuate?
Oh no, just we grew up together. She says she knows you. I'm not insinuating nothing.
I mean, it's quite strange for a person dressed all in black with very sharp-looking daggers at his side and some kind of, you know, silver mask. You know.
I mean, you've
To
never
be,
heard of cosplay?
Just seems a little.
I've got some comic books here. I can show you
Suspicious.
some really cool images from Zorgo the Great, and I start
How
like.
many people are there in the room?
There is Heid and 3 gods, and there is in the other room there was 1 cleric kind of sitting to the one side in white robes.
Okay, just want to keep a little tally of how many bodies around us, how many weapons, what the relative...
Yeah.
He is armed and armored, I assume it's a military.
He has light armor, it's mostly a uniform, and a thin rapier at his side.
Of course.
There's also the entire rest of the ship full of soldiers.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's dead first.
In the bedroom, your father shifts upward slightly. The cleric comes over, wafts some incense under his nose. His eyes brighten up a little. You may go. And the cleric retires to a side room.
Dad, I'm not here to talk about the past. I'm not here to talk about why I left.
That will be a start, a first time for you.
You just do whatever you can to rile me up. We don't have a lot of time. Some important things are happening. The Obsidian Ring is taking over, and I know Heid is involved.
What do you mean, Heid is involved?
He's not trying to get rid of them. He's trying to use them to get power. I don't know what is going on with him. He's not what you think he is. He's never been what you think he is, Dad.
What do you mean to get power?
To take control, to do his own thing. I don't know why he's doing it, but you've seen. You haven't seen the Heid I've seen.
Have you seen the condition I'm in?
Yeah.
Who do you think I'm going to leave the command of the Chain of Peace to? It's Heid. And that may kill you, may drive you insane that I would pick him over you, my own son.
It doesn't. I don't care.
And yet here you are, spinning lies.
That's my point. Why would I lie about this? You know I've never wanted power. You know...
But I know you've always hated Heid.
Yeah, because he's a liar. Because he's come into our home and into our family, and he's convinced you that he's something that he's not. And you don't see that. You're this old fool that's had the wool pulled over his eyes.
Old fool. Is that what you think of me?
Well, if you're going to give...
Is this how you try and convince me?
If you're going to give Heid any more power, then that's what you... Okay.
He coughs and there's splatter of blood down his, hand.
It's getting worse, isn't it? How bad is it?
Well, the divination... The diviners say that I have less than a year.
You called me Legacy because I was supposed to be that for you. If you give Heid power, your true legacy, the control that you've been able to create over this entire land, is going to be blackened and darkened. And as your son, I need you to hear me say that. You have a year left. Don't let it go to waste by giving Heid any more control or any more power.
Let's say that I believed even a fraction of what you were saying. Do you have any proof? Do you have any evidence of any of this?
We do have evidence, right? We have the book. Is Heid's name in the book?
No.
It isn't, is it?
No.
We have people that can inform on that.
Yeah.
But that's it. But
No.
he seems to have a counter argument to that. But
Yeah.
you didn't hear that.
I've been told by people that I, for various reasons, trust that this is true. Dad, I haven't spoken to you in forever. Why would I say this? Why would I come to you now and say this? Why would I make this up?
These are just arguments instead of evidence. Bring me evidence and then I will believe something. Until then, you are merely making outrageous claims against someone you hate, someone who will be my legacy, someone who will be an heir to everything I have built.
Fine. But before you do that, before you give all that away to him, do you really want to risk that all? Even though I might not have been able to give you all the evidence that you need, which obviously, me being your son, isn't enough. Never was, by the way. And now it's clear that it's not again. But do not, all I'm asking you, maybe you don't believe me 100%, but just don't risk it all on this until I can give you the evidence that you need. Don't give him any more power, don't give him any more control, and certainly don't let him send troops onto Samat. As your son, I'm asking you this.
Samat is an open rebellion against me.
They're not in open rebellion against. I've never asked you for anything. Right now I'm asking you as your son, as the bearer of this ring, to listen to me and just to give me this one thing.
You have a day for everyone to throw down arms in Samat. I will withdraw the Marines until then. This is an opportunity for you to rise up to the occasion and not disappoint me again. Now go.
Okay, I leave.
All right, you enter the antechamber.
And this is episode 94. And in this one, you can see that...
What the hell is...
Iggy,
what are you doing?
I'm showing you your brother, Heid, my Kramek book collection.
Yeah,
As all the
Yes.
superheroes.
fine.
Yeah.
We have a day.
For what?
Heid, Dad's giving us a day. He's ordering the troops to fall back. And I'm going to get more evidence about...
Well, all right, I will
claims.
ratify those orders and we will, I suppose, see how you handle a city in open rebellion. Well then, that's great. That's great that you have this opportunity to just shine.
Heid, I'm not sure if I ever said this before, but you can go straight to hell.
You definitely have said that before.
Oh, good. Okay, well, can
And
we
here
get off
I
this
am.
boat, please?
Very well.
Yeah.
Heid nods and gestures for one of the ensign to take you back. You hear orders kind of being shouted, and as you are headed towards the longboat, you hear booming out over some mud orders of Marines to withdraw, but that any armed people should return home and that curfew is in effect. Yeah. But that the council should meet at chambers and be prepared for an envoy from the chain of peace.
Is there anything about Hyde's like mannerisms
Yeah,
or
I'm
accent that might suggest where he's from?
He has a bit of the Beheron vibe, which is where he grew up with Legacy. But I don't know that Iggy is worldly enough to pick up on accents at this point, actually.
And what? Yeah, guys, why is he letting us? Why is he like? I don't understand.
Who is Hyde? Legacy. Where did you come from? What's happening?
We're in a place where we can speak without.
Yeah.
All right. So as you all get on the longship, one sort of cleric in with white armor on underneath their grey robes gets into the boat with you. If you don't mind, I will be accompanying you, just on Inquisition business.
Who are you?
I am Brother Dinalesh of the Salvite Inquisition, and I am here to assist you in anything you need.
Well, that's big of you. The Salvite Inquisition.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
So the people who know about this Salvite Inquisition, Legacy, they are allies of your father. They are a paladin order that is dedicated to finding paladin and clerical order that enforce the laws against trading and discovering magical items.
Against magical items?
Yeah.
There are laws against magical items?
Against trading.
Yeah.
What?
Magical items generally have to be registered with the Salvite Inquisition before they're allowed to be passed around, and just outward trading, finding them, that kind of thing. The Inquisition deals with that.
Wait, so you've been sent to join us
Why?
for the day?
Oh yes.
No, we do not want you.
Yeah, no, we don't
Am I-
need.
Oh.
We don't need you to come with us.
Why shouldn't we push this guy off the boat?
Well, honestly, it just seemed like you would. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Well, what
Well-
would you help us with? I don't understand why.
I have various expertise, and I feel like we have a common enemy that's hiding in plain sight.
Go.
Hey.
Can I roll perception?
No, it's
Insight.
not.
Oh, insight. Do I have good insight? Maybe.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Let me roll. Can I roll inside?
Yeah.
It's all roll inside.
Ah,
I don't know why I got
11.
12.
Okay, 12.
I mean, I'll try.
Oh.
15
Yay.
plus 4. 19.
19. He really leaned on that whole hide part real hard.
Hide.
Okay, please come with us.
Does it feel?
well,
Does it feel to you like he's
thank you.
leaning on Miss 19? Does it feel like he's leaning on Hyde in a I'm against Hyde or a I'm very much part
Yes,
of
we have
Hyde?
enemies hiding in
in
plain
plain
sight.
I see. Got you. Okay.
Okay.
What kind of enemies?
Oh, Thrastock doesn't get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Thrastock.
just that's what doesn't get me.
He doesn't do such
Thrastock, just
Common enemies. We have common
Yeah.
enemies that might be all around us in hiding.
yeah.
Like
I look
obsidian
around the
ring?
boat. I don't see. There's not much cover here. Maybe under the water.
Yeah, they
when we
are
land-
basically the ensigns who are like piloting you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
When we
little
land, I'll explain it to you.
Fine.
What was your name again?
brother Dinalesh.
Okay. Okay. I think, guys, he seems cool. I think he can come with us.
And like Iggy's like hiding all his magical items, like putting his cloak over, like what's left of his cloak over his studded leather armor, which is also magical. Guys, we're gonna get in trouble.
No.
Are we gonna get in trouble, Mr. Dinalesh?
Why would you get in trouble? I don't think any of that. But, perhaps we should speak of these things elsewhere.
Yeah.
When we okay.
All right. The boat cuts through the chop of the sea, spray heading up. It passes the Marines heading back out. A couple have established a beachhead. A couple of units have established a beachhead that they haven't given up. But besides that, they have all fallen back.
Before we get anywhere, I want to pull on one of the people steering the boat, and I want to give them directions to the warehouse we were supposed to go to in the first place, instructed by the crumpled lady.
Okay.
Can we? And then, guys, hey, and I say where I want to go, but go around the back. So you know what I mean.
The ensign's like, right away, sir.
Never been called sir before.
What time is it
Yeah, I feel
in
like we
the
need to
day?
have a sleep.
I know.
That's all he's been saying. It's like,
Yeah.
we
Lost
have a sleep.
entirely track of the time. Honestly, I think it's the night is falling as you get to the quay that juts out from this warehouse 47. It's very dark, gloomy. There is a single lantern burning on one corner, almost as though this single block is just lightless. They weigh anchor, throw a gangplank, you all disembark out on the quay, walk up to the warehouse. The large main doors are open a crack about a foot wide into very dark space beyond.
Iggy, what's the plan?
Oh, this is where we were supposed to go. And
If we're looking for clues.
Yeah, if Heid knows we're here now, we better get ahead of him. This is where he was,
Yeah,
doing his
that's-
machinations of evilness.
That's why I didn't want the soldiers who report to Heid to know where we're going.
But they're here with us.
Well, they brought us
You've
here.
all walked away and they're kind of weighing anchor.
So by the time they get back, that's why we have to do this now, or never.
Aren't you exhausted? I just thought.
I mean, I feel sprightly.
I rubbed some crusted blood off from like under my ear. Well, I'm glad you're feeling sprightly, lad.
I think let's just scope it out, and then you guys can have your naps, and then we can just watch the whole civilization collapse around us.
Can I make us some food?
Right.
Can I do a little good berry thing? Just
I love good berries.
Wait, do these men have to go back?
Yeah, they headed back.
oh, they've gone now.
All right.
But the cleric is with us.
The cleric is with you,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Randall
To
is
the
with
left.
us.
I feel like the first thing
Yeah,
Heid was
and
going
Randall's
to do.
with you too.
The first thing that Heid was going to do is clear out whatever he was going to do. So whether they're going back or not, those orders have been given.
It's
If I
quick
may,
thinking. It's quick thinking.
Not bad, Iggy.
It's quick thinking. I don't know if we can do this, but it's quick thinking.
keep in mind, if we get into a fight here, I can't do anything for years.
You can take a flame, I'm sure.
I can take a flame until the cows come home. But
That's great. That's great.
yeah, okay.
And I guess I can wild. Can I wild shape again?
I didn't use any of your wild shapes for those episodes, so you can't. You do
Okay.
have all your wild
Okay,
shapes.
okay. How about this? There's a crack in the door. Can you cast any more spells? Are you totally tapped out?
I don't
I
know.
think you are tapped out.
I think I'm tapped out.
Okay.
But I can wild shape into something that can go in there.
Okay.
Like a bird.
No, like a night
A
creature.
pelican.
I have 2 festivals.
That was not my finest moment, guys. I
What
got
about
overwhelmed.
a little bat?
I could be a little bat.
You could be a bat, a cat, bat, spider.
What's good in the night?
We just need information about what's happening in there, and then we can.
What will be what will be
bat-
undetected?
A bat is good because you can fly around, you can get, and it's expected.
I can't
Oh,
see.
you
though.
can't turn into flying things. Like
Oh,
you,
I
yeah.
see.
And I also won't be
Can't
able to see if
All
I'm
right,
a
maybe
bat.
cat.
Why would you
Or a
see
moth.
us back?
'Cause bats
Oh, you can't turn into
please.
flying things.
Not
Cat.
Cat, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
cat.
You
Cat.
and Miko.
I think Mika's with Irene.
Yeah.
Okay, you.
Meow.
We left Mika with Irene when
Okay, did you?
when we left Irene after you went to the flat.
Yes. With cousin Mikus.
Yes, yes. Okay, so I will wild shape into a cat.
I go around the front. You go around the front because you're a cat. Go see what you can see under the door. I'm gonna go try and peek through some windows. You guys.
There's a crack in the door though, isn't there?
So these are the big, large panel
Yeah.
doors for like huge cargo to come in and out. If they were wide open, they would be about 3 meters across.
But there
right
was-
now, open a foot.
So I can go through there. I
Yeah.
can just go in.
So, sorry, before we start running in, wasn't there talk about good berries?
But that's a spell.
Yeah.
So we don't have good berries. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But
guys.
Randall can give you from his pool of lay on hands.
Ooh, that would be very helpful.
I don't have the stats in front of it, but how much is it?
I do 5 HP
Okay,
touch
so he will give you 5 HP.
Cool.
Yeah.
How much healing do people need?
How much do you have?
Well, I'm actually also
Yeah.
sitting on 14, so I probably also need healing.
I'm at about 30, 40 below my max. I'm at like
The cleric says, "All right, I can
Well, if you guys just
help you a little
No,
bit."
I've got a healing potion, so
Well, the
if you need to
cleric.
give it all.
He might have magic. Can't you make food?
Yep. Oh, you can't make food, but you can. I'm gonna arbitrarily give you this plus 5, 8 hit points to you.
I've got heal potion as well.
I think we should keep those for later.
I was worried about it.
8 points.
So
Pause there
Okay.
before we continue. Josh, Bozel, can you guys pop down the food has arrived? And then we'll carry on.
yeah, we're on.
This episode.
We're just under an hour, so we're about to finish.
I
up.
think, let's finish, maybe see what this place is about. And then
Yeah.
And also talk to Brother Denilish. Denilish?
Dinalish.
Dinilesh.
yeah. Well, while we
Take
go
this with
in,
you.
you guys can maybe
in
talk
case
to
they're
him.
asking
The
about...
offspring of Denali and Ganesh.
Yeah.
Dinilesh.
Thank you.
Dinalesh.
That was a deep.
Delicious. And John, do you have a D20 there? That's this golden one. Oh, no.
Like this one.
I mean, I have lots of d20s.
Yeah, you've got it.
Yeah, so he can roll with advantage.
There we go. No, I just don't have any D20s.
That was a
Oh,
quick-
sorry.
Yeah, because it was with his. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a d20 then?
Right.
I do have a D20. Yeah.
Okay.
Iggy is going to try and sneak around the back.
You mean the front?
Well, she's going around the front.
I mean, this is technically the back. This is the bit that that
I'm
faces
just
onto
gonna
the
go
water.
straight in.
The front is on the street.
I'm going to try and see if there's like a side alley door or what's happening. Is there a window I can see
Yeah.
through?
So as you go around the front, roll your investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, if you
are you
investigate
being
any
stealthful?
high windows, I can try and climb up there.
17.
17 investigation. This has all been boarded up. All the front things, so it looks kind of abandoned from the front. Are you going to go onto the roof?
Yes.
All right. So roll your acrobatics.
Ooh, that's going to be very
Ooh,
high.
yes. That is a 25.
And are you also sneaking? Are you also sneaking?
Yes.
Okay, roll your stealth.
23.
All right. So, silently as a cat, you cock here from like one bit of barrels, drain pipe, scurry up, roll onto the top lip, and you see that this warehouse has on top a sort of overarching arch shape. It's very high and big, and you can see it's kind of like a hangar, to be honest. That's what it is. It looks like a hangar on top.
A Zeppelin hangar.
A Zeppelin hangar, yeah. For a smallish sized Zeppelin, like the one that you saw over the boat.
And the arch? Is it like the arch that was pulled out of the sea?
No. Oh,
Just
the
the
arch
shape
of
of the
stone.
Just the shape of the
Oh, okay.
thing.
Yeah, that's just the shape of the hangar, is an arch.
Okay.
But it is empty. Yeah, up there. Inside, Jack, you pad in and your cat's eyes adjust quickly. You see several crates, you see things that have been ripped open, stuffing kind of like fallen out. There are a lot more of these stone statues, just like they were in the ship, in the Lucky Drudge. But it looks like there is no one around. Roll your perception with advantage because you're a cat.
Is that, so do I just take, just two D20s? Oh, they were so bad.
Oof. Ouchie mom.
Yeah, they were really, really bad. And then is it my perception?
Yeah. Or no, cat perception.
No, it would be hers because she's just a wild shape.
Yeah, but cats.
So as a druid, you retain your
Yeah.
own perception and your wisdom stats, your intelligence stats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 plus, so 12.
Okay, 12. It's very confusing, and there's like a lot of smells going on all over.
Okay.
A lot of like different like kind of humanoids. Some of them feel familiar, some of them feel very different and strange. But at a glance, the space has been very hurriedly abandoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any, so I'm going to kind of walk around, go through the levels. Are there any sort of like offices or like little
So you
side
find
places?
3 rooms kind of on a level above. One of them has a large safe that is hanging open.
Okay.
And papers scattered on the floor. It looks like this is really in a hurry.
And can I see? There's no one.
No one around.
Can I read as a cat?
Yes.
Can I like look at anything?
Okay, so roll an investigation check.
Okay. Oh my gosh. This is really bad.
Hit it in 5s.
Oh gosh, okay, 5, sorry. 5.
Can you
5.
tell for certain that there's no one in there? Can I tell for certain that there's no one inside?
Not with that perception check, but as far as you can tell, there's no one in there. You can't see anyone up top there. You can't hear anyone. Iggy, you can't see
There's no
anyone.
one
up the
around
front.
in the alleys.
No.
Iggy comes back. Yeah.
Because I mean,
Okay,
like,
so-
maybe let's all go inside.
Well, so I can't read anything or do anything, so
You can't find anything, like the pieces of paper
Confusing.
scattered, they don't seem to be important. Some of them seem to be shipping things, some of them seem to be scribbled notes.
so I can't make sense of.
No.
You said there were 3 rooms, so I'm in the one.
Yeah.
Can I go look at the other 2?
Yes, the other 2 look like they are kind of like sleeping rooms. Sorry, one looks like it's a sleeping room. It's got several stacked up bunks.
Okay.
And the other room looks like a ritual room. There's smudged chalk on the floor, scorch marks in the center of it, and empty shelves around the edges.
Okay. I think. Can I? I think I'm just gonna go back, do like quite a big loop, just so I can sense. I feel like there are no people there, right?
Yeah.
With my perception, and then I'm gonna come out, and then unwild shape.
Yeah. All right, you have reconvened all back together.
Guys,
Done.
there's a Zeppelin hangar on the roof.
0.
There is a Zeppelin hangar on the roof. The Zeppelin's not there, but whatever, the Zeppelins in the sky are definitely connected to this hangar. What's inside?
So it seems like it's abandoned. I couldn't tell for sure because it's quite dark in there, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone around.
But you were a cat. Cats can see in the dark.
I can see, but I couldn't. I'm trying to be really quick about this. We don't have that much time.
What else
Okay,
is in there?
look.
Is there anything in there?
Yeah, so there was an office where a safe was open. There were papers everywhere. Could not make heads or tails of what was going on with those papers. So maybe someone else with more expertise. Maybe you could make sense of them. There was also a sleeping room, so we could potentially go and rest in there if we sleep in shifts. And there was also a ritual room, which again, I
And is there
need.
nothing
Maybe
else?
Makanda, you can
Yeah.
help me figure that out.
Well, I have very little in the way of magical abilities at the moment, but maybe our friend Tarek over here could do some detecting
Well,
evil
speaking of which,
magic.
can we just figure out? You were saying that we have a common enemy.
Yes.
Hiding in plain
Yes,
sight.
hide.
It's hide.
Yes, it's hide.
Okay, what do you know?
All right. As you know, I'm part of the Salvite Inquisition. We hunt down those who are smuggling illicit magical items. One of the things that we have been particularly looking for is the Book of Binding and Breaking.
Oh,
We have reason to believe that it has been smuggled here, and we are basically against the Obsidian Ring. That's who we're up against.
I
How
wish to
does-
roll insight.
All right. Yeah.
I feel like lots of people have been claiming they're against the Obsidian Ring around here. Suddenly everyone hates the Obsidian Ring, you know? Everyone's against the Obsidian Ring. I wonder if this guy's on the up and up. I get an 8. 8.
Yeah. Hard to tell in the dark.
Yeah, this is not.
So how does
We're very
Hyde?
tired.
How does Hyde play into any of that?
Because Hyde is the Obsidian Ring.
So why haven't you told?
Because we don't have any evidence against him.
Yes,
I see.
we are literally here for evidence.
So how? But how do you know? If you have no evidence, how do you know?
Okay, I mean, okay, we don't know for certain. He's a huge dick.
It really he seems shady as hell.
Thank you, Jack.
Yeah.
May
Can
I
you see?
suggest
We
that
had
search-
someone who told us of him and his organization, but
Who?
we need extraordinary evidence in order to get to him. And the other reason I needed to be here was because of your mask.
It's cosplay. I
No.
promise.
That is the mask of one of the main lieutenants of the Obsidian Ring. The dwarf they call Silvertongue.
Not anymore.
What happened?
I think I bashed her head. Or did...
No. This
It
honey over
was,
here.
it was
Yeah.
Makanda.
She got blown up.
Yeah.
She's
She's a
dead.
million pieces.
Yeah, she's dead.
She's very dead.
There's one thing I know about Silvertongue, is that you may think she's dead, but I will only believe it when I see the body.
You're not gonna find much of a body. You'll find pieces of the body.
I mean, can you please just be a little bit more sensitive
Apologies.
about...
His mother.
Yeah.
His mother.
All right, someone roll insight.
I'm gonna roll this side. 20.
Oh gosh, thank God.
All right,
Because mine was terrible.
You immediately see a real oh shit look on Brother Dilish's face as he realizes that he may have just
Reveal.
run into a whole bunch of people who are not on his side.
Whoa. No.
No,
It's
it's
fine. We know.
I need to get back to the
No,
ship.
don't. We know what Silvertongue was about.
Yep.
There was a reason why we had to fight her. We weren't happy about it, and we only realized the connection.
What do you mean you weren't happy about it?
Well, we weren't happy about killing our friend's mother.
We were happy about
but we
him.
were
I
happy.
think he's on the other team.
Yeah, we.
No,
maybe
no,
don't want to be
I-
On the
explaining.
other team from whom? No, I'm.
Are you happy about Silvertongue being destroyed?
Yes, I'm just. I just
Okay.
assumed that you would be against the Obsidian
So
Ring.
we-
You're wearing the mask and you're related to them. It's just things are getting complicated, and I think I need to get back to this.
Just-
No.
just- You can just.
No, you go.
Look,
Sorry.
I'm not. I to be honest, I'm not very high up in the Salvite Inquisition. I thought this would be kind of like my make or break role if I could just crack
But
them
you
open.
just
No,
said
it's okay.
that the mask made you think that we were against the Obsidian Ring, but the mask belonged to one of the leaders of the Obsidian Ring.
Well, it was a clue, But
So-
Legacy Falconer is clearly against the Obsidian Ring because Heid is the Obsidian Ring.
We're
and
all
therefore-
against the Obsidian Ring.
Okay, yeah, we're all against the Obsidian Ring, definitely.
Oh.
Mister,
Wait.
I think you're getting the wrong impression. My mom left me when I was a baby. I haven't seen her in a dwarven age, and when we last saw her, we had to fight her, and she got killed, and this is a memento of her, and it is something that I keep with me for sentimental value. And it is something that hopefully will unlock some kind of clue. If you know more about this mask than we do, I would gladly find out more. You can have it if you want.
No.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
not give.
No,
Do
no.
not give things that we.
I mean, as the Salvate Inquisition, yes, all the magical things you find, they do have to come with us, registered, and if they are not dangerous, then we will return them to you as.
Is that mask dangerous?
Oh, it's almost certainly dangerous, or it could be decorative. We don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I put it on several times and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
so-
Please do not give this mask to this man we have just met.
Do we think that nothing's happened? I mean, Iggy, you've kind of.
Since you've put it on, you have cut off 2 different people's ears.
Oh, that
Yeah.
does sound evil.
Only one time of those times I was wearing it though.
But
Friends,
you've had it on your person.
Was it on you?
if I may,
Yeah.
we should probably search this building thoroughly
Yes.
before we have a long debate about the ins and outs. Come with us. I swear, as a paladin of Aster, by my hope of salvation rebirth, that I'm against the Obsidian Ring and I'll oppose them in all aspects. And if you cannot take my word, then, well,
And you know I
That's
am.
it.
You know I am, because of who I am, and I can pretty much say that every single person in this group is.
And Randall pipes up. Yes, and as a fellow paladin, I too give my solemn oath on justice, my unbreakable bond, and my word on my love of the law, that you will not be harmed.
Let's search this building and see
Yeah.
if we found any evidence.
Yeah.
Iggy, you do not see anyone nearby.
No, I just found some boards.
Very well. Let us search the room quickly. If we can find more evidence,
Should someone
So
stay
be it.
outside and keep watch?
I'll do it.
Hey, Thorin, stay outside.
Yes. I've got a cloak. I've got a white sheet that he still has wrapped around him.
You can be day-night.
I love
Nice.
it. I love it.
Legacy.
Yeah.
While we search, I think we must prepare for the possibility you won't find evidence here, and consider how we can save our position afterwards.
What are you thinking?
What I think we need to do, perhaps we can prove that Heid Bromar is evil. That would be amazing. But if we cannot, we need to arrange a solution that doesn't result in a massacre, gives the mob something to be happy about, and perhaps gives us a way to at least set back the Obsidian Ring's plans for now. We need to think of a fallback position, as it were.
Yeah, I think the best fallback position would just be to run away and leave.
We can't leave all the people here to be massacred in a street battle with
Are the
trained
rest of
Marines.
you going through and starting to explore?
To the warehouse.
Oh my gosh, you didn't mention all these statues inside here that were the same statues that were in the ship. They must come from here.
Oh, sorry. I completely forgot about those.
What are these statues of again?
Soldiers.
They're like
Okay.
humanoid
like,
statues.
Like terracotta army kind of thing. Okay.
The ship.
I'm not there. I want to hang back with what's his face?
Who's
Right,
coming
yeah.
here with me?
I'll come in with you.
I've gone
I'll
inside
show
as well.
you kind of where
Yeah.
things are.
Yeah, we use our dark vision to look around.
Making anything.
Guys, so either these statues that were in the ship came from here into the ship, or the ship is bringing them into here.
Why?
Could be a tenuous argument, though.
Where
definitely-
else do these things exist? They're definitely connected. The ship.
Yeah, they're definitely connected.
I mean, possibly, but if we're looking for hard evidence that Heid is related to the Obsidian Ring, I don't know if this is going to cut it.
I think we just need to look around and see what we find.
Let's keep looking.
Because there was a lot of... It also looks like people have left here in a hurry, but they might have
Absolutely.
left something behind.
Oh, maybe we can look at those documents that you were talking about. Could be something there.
Yeah, and there's also that room. I think, yeah, maybe you
The
would...
magical room.
Yeah.
I'll
where it
need the
looked-
cleric for that.
Is,
Oh, yes.
is Dilesh following them, or was he?
Dinesh is kind of hanging back a bit with you.
Mr. Dilesh, I have my mask in my hands. When you said that Silvertongue might not be dead, what did you mean?
She's cheated death a number of times. We've thought we had her cornered. At one point, even captured. But she's always managed to slip out somehow. But I'm sure if you had the body, I'm sure she's probably dead. I mean, there's a lot of soul jumping and fake people going on with the Obsidian Ring, so
When she died, she had a little version of the book of binding and breaking.
yes.
What does that mean to you?
Somehow that's how they communicate. They're all linked up.
It turned to ashes in my hands.
Difficult to get evidence when the evidence blows away in the wind.
So you think if the body's there that she's dead?
I think that is a strong indicator that someone is dead.
I promise, Mr. Dilesh, we're here to help you.
Dinalesh.
Dinalesh.
Dinalesh, yes.
Dinalesh, I apologize, I'll do better.
I mean, thank you.
We are here to help you. If you're here to help us, then
I'm here to fight the Obsidian Ring, and if we're on the same page with that, then that's great.
That's great. High five.
I come out again to Denalesh. We need you. We need you. We need your help. While he is powerless, we need your help and your insight into what we've discovered in here. Please
Of
come
course.
inside.
As you are facing Dinesh, you hear something smash behind you. Inside the room with Jack and Makanda, a statue fell over, cracking.
Makanda,
I didn't touch it.
how did that happen?
Do we
And
see
then
anything?
one of the statues besides it steps forward. And then another.
Oh, man.
No.
And that's where we're gonna end us.
No.
Y'all should have rested. Y'all should have rested. I mean, really.
Running is a perfectly valid option.
Yeah.
Sure. When
Okay.
Iggy says it, it's like, good job, Iggy. But when I say it, it's almost like
We didn't have living statues chasing us when you were having. You just wanted to run away. 'Cause
Please
you-
like, share, subscribe, do all that kind of thing. Also, at this stage, we definitely have a Patreon, right? We've got a Patreon.
We got a Patreon.
We got a Patreon. Go to our Patreon. We'll put a link in the
Got a
description.
Patreon. Got a Patreon.
We will, by the time this comes out, we'll definitely have a Patreon. 100%, definitely. I'm
if you
sure.
don't come back next week, then we won't be saved from the walking statues. So help us.
Help us from the walking statues, sir. I mean, you don't.
Up there.
Zip it. All right then. That's the end of that story for that episode now. Sorry, you guys should have had a rest. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Zootee Studios, Special Effects Media, and the National Arts Council of South Africa, as well as
They haven't given us any money yet.
the other people that haven't given us money. Please give us our money. That'd be great.
And of course, thanks
Yeah.
to my real dad, who isn't like the awful General Falconer.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you to my parents too. You're great.
Yeah.
And mine.
Thank you to everyone for the parents.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
Bye.